Welcome to the Carrier Update presented by AT&T Business. Let's go ahead and jump on in. Today I wanted to talk about some of the biggest markets in the country because they've been unnaturally quiet. Now I'm not talking about LA because LA has been carrying the freight volume in the country for the past several months. Ontario market sitting up top here at the #1 market in the country. What I've got it positioned on is a heat map for the largest markets in the country, and the outbound tender market share shifted from top left to bottom right. These are the largest markets over here. You've got Atlanta and Joliet, which have been two of the softer markets over the summer. If we go on in and talk about Joliet, you can see clearly a lot of these volumes, which are represented in this dark blue mountain right here, they've been really high relatively in May and June. Coming into the late part of June, volumes just dropped off a cliff. Going into July, staying soft. This is not normal for this market. This is one of the biggest markets in the country. Just recently though, we're starting to see this trend pick back up. You can see on this green line that is the head haul index. That is a measure of balance in a market, outbound versus inbound. The higher that value goes, the better it is for carriers to operate out of because there's a risk to capacity depleting. If we go and talk about Atlanta, you can see something similar. We had elevated volumes throughout the early part of the summer or late spring, and then all of a sudden they just fall off. You can see this one drops more softly, but then plummets at the end of July. We're starting to see this market recover as well, but the difference between Atlanta and Joliet is that tender rejections are starting to pick up as well. Increasing tender rejections are an absolute measure of capacity. So whenever those go up, there's a lot more increased for spot market activity and increased rate pressure.
Improve your fleet's efficiency with AT&T Fleet Complete, a 4G solution for tracking vehicles and simplifying ELD compliance. AT&T Fleet Complete, delivering fleet solutions for every business.